create stunning, ultra creative.
Okay, I muted myself because it was a work call. Okay, so we're headed to the cave, and we got to pick some apples.
Oh, welcome back, heroes, to another co-op. We are doing hardcore. We finished, and then came to the Valley of Trials, and that is where we are starting today, as long as my computer decides to cooperate with me. So I'm trying to catch up to Dev. He ran off to go pick up apples, I take it. Wow,
Yes,
this
sir.
lag. I don't get why I get so much lag, like, right at the beginning. And then it, like, calms down. Like, no one's home but sister, for now. I think she was just eating so that she could head out to go work at the school this morning, but... Alright. I'm picking up me apples. I need 2 more apples, and then we have the cave and scorpions, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm on the northern side of the canyon, getting ready to kill some scorpions. I was just waiting on you.
Yep, I'm on my way over there. But yeah, so I went on the level 60 because tomorrow I'm going to work on doing build videos for both Lightning and Maelstrom, so I can try and get those out. And so I was like, I've got a level 60. Let me just go through and figure out what, like what skills and stuff, and then test and see how well it works out. Built the Lightning one from scratch. My Maelstrom was already done because that's the last one I played on that character. And yeah, man, let me tell you, Lightning is an AoE beast. But with its Arm of Thorum, it is a boss nuke too. Pop all your cooldowns, hit a boss. Yeah, it's not going to be standing for too long. How you liking the spellcasting? I know we haven't gotten to 10 yet, but...
So far, it's pretty fun. I think I finally figured out what caused me to swap from range to melee characters.
Yeah, what's that?
Too much time spent playing Warframe. Because when I was playing Warframe, melee was king.
Well, yeah. That game's built on high-speed melee damage, essentially. You don't really want to be long range. And even if you use a gun in Warframe, you are still basically point blank with the gun. I think that's my biggest problem with it, is it's like it forces you to play a certain way. And just like both of us, I don't like a game that tells me I have to play it one way or the other. Like, I want to make the decision on how my character behaves. I think that's why I like Final Fantasy so much, like Final Fantasy 14, is because I can make one character and have all the jobs, and if I get bored with, you know, playing a melee character, I just change my job, and now I'm a ranged character. Or it's like, oh, I'm tired of playing a spellcaster because they're a little too squishy, and the quests that I'm on, I need to be a little bit more tankier. So then I, you know, bust out like the Dragoon or whatever. So, I mean, and then with this game, some of the spellcasters feel really good. I'm not a huge fan of the melee for the most part. Though I will say with the, what was I playing yesterday? The, what am I playing on, the Rune Master? I'm doing the dual wield Rune Master right now, and like I'm definitely taking risks I shouldn't be taking with that thing, but I think it's hilarious to just be able to blip and immediately start attacking multiple targets now, and they die pretty quick. I need to go into retail and see if that's even possible to do that. Why can I not loot this? Oh,
You just have to find the perfect tiny little
yeah,
set
I
that
was
you
like,
see the ring, and it's
I'm
hard to
like,
see the ring because of the sparkles.
yeah. Well, I'm like waving my mouse over it, like, where's the cog? Did we somehow magically pick this up and it's just still sparkling?
It's sparkling. I think
Okay.
that's why I had so much fun and was able to play Warframe for so long, is I would just brought the conventional. This is the most powerful build. Okay, cool. I'm gonna make my own build.
Yeah. Well, and that's the other thing too, is like if you go onto Warframe and you try to find builds for Warframe, there aren't any. Like there's no one out there making build guides on how to build any of the Warframes. Like none of them.
Yeah, there are.
I could never find any, and the ones that I could find were over a year old back when I was trying to play with y'all.
It depends on what frame it is, because everybody wants to know what's hot or the new hotness, and everybody wants to make the new frame or the new prime the most powerful it can be. So older frames kind of get left in the dust as far as
Yeah.
that goes.
I mean, that's
Which is another reason why I liked it, is because I would play the older frame while everybody's running around with the new thing.
yeah.
I would always play the older frames, play my favorites.
Yeah, it just, for me, I think my biggest complaint, and it's the same complaint I had when we started trying to play Descendants as well, is
Persistent.
yeah, up to a certain point, you can craft things and it might take 10 minutes to craft it, 20 minutes to craft it. To me, that's okay. But when you're trying to craft something and it tells you it's going to take days, not in-game days, not some arbitrary number of minutes that they assign it for in-game to be quote-unquote days, but like real world, I gotta wait 3 days for this thing to finish crafting. Like that's a job, bud. Like I don't need to be waiting all that time. And I think that's my biggest problem with those games, is the amount of time it takes for crafting.
Yeah, I would set it and forget it, come back a week later and like, oh crap, I still gotta pull these 3 pieces out. and then build the overall finished product.
Yeah. I don't know. It just it got too grindy for me. I don't know how to put it. Like, I get World of Warcraft is very grindy, but Warframe just felt too much. And it's definitely not one of those games. What? Did we forget something?
I don't have the quest for the new stuff.
This guy.
That's I have to go turn it in. But it's not showing all my objectives on the right.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's definitely not one of those games like where Call of Duty, where you guys are like, hey, let's play some COD, and I'm like, all right, cool. I can jump into that and I can play for a little while and have fun. Warframe's not one you could just like jump in with your buds and have a good time with it, because there's just too much. It is definitely you have to. There's level 10. We're going lightning. It is definitely one of those things where you're gonna have to spend time and dedicate to it in order to be able to play with friends. And that might be my other big issue with it is if I'm gonna play a game, I want it to where no matter what, I can just drop in and play. Versus having to worry about, grinding and doing all that jazz. Like ESO, for example. Doesn't matter what level you are, you can always drop in and play with anybody. Right? Final Fantasy 14, not so much. Because if I'm, level 60, I might be able to help you with some of the quests, or vice versa. If you were level 60, you could help me with some of the quests. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of content I can't help with unless I'm the same level as you.
Right.
And World of Warcraft is kind of like that, at least with ESO. I don't know about... Ooh, you hit 10?
Yep.
What's your spellcaster class called?
Corruption.
Oh, I am broke, apparently. Oh, because I keep forgetting to go and empty out my bags. Corruption, huh?
The heck?
What?
It won't let me do anything. When I select corruption, it says your build is not valid. Check corruption, level 10 passive, reason missing requirements.
Yeah, so just when you pull up your thing, just right-click everything on the left and right-hand side. It's not really the passive that's busted. It's added an extra point somewhere, probably, on your right or left-hand tree by mistake. And if you just right-click them, it should fix the problem. If not, the class is completely busted.
Okay, yeah, it put a point in, like, it's on the left tree, but the far right capstone, it put a point into one of the lower ones below that, which would be for the Juggernaut build.
Got it, yeah. It was probably what was supposed to have a point in it, or was a passive at one point, and so it's just adding it. Because I had that happen when I was trying to swap classes. It's not that I had an extra point, but it was trying to apply a point somehow.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. No
That would have
problem.
annoyed the crap out of me.
I just like the iridescent blue that they made this lightning griffin. I don't know. That dude was floating in the air. It looked like you did the Darth Vader chokehold to it.
Yeah, that was the new spell that I got with the caster.
I feel like I'm missing a quest. I'm not, but I feel like I am. Man, it's gonna make us take out every snake today.
Yep.
I made the jump today. Boom. There we go, finally got it.
I gotta go back to the freaking top.
Do
I didn't get the
you...
stupid quest.
You don't have the Sinister Triad quest?
Nope.
Here, let me see if I can share it.
Unless you
Hold
can
on.
share it with me.
That's report to Sinjin. Hold on.
There we go.
And then, do you have the door left ajar?
Nope.
There you go. I just sent you both.
Thank you.
Were you able to get that snake just a second ago?
Nope.
Alright. Just let me know how many more we gotta kill.
If we have to, we can kill someone on the way back.
True. Here, I'll start taking out bats. You can target snakes. Eh, we're just gonna have bad luck today.
There's a spider.
That's usually the one that takes the longest.
I know, right?
Spider, spider, here's another bat. That's all I'm waiting on is the bat essence. Oh, I did not mean to hit you, you stupid spider. Just trying to get mana
Here's
back.
a bat. Here's a bat.
Huh?
And it gave us a test. Now I just need a
And
snake.
you just need a snake. You good over there?
Yeah, I got the snake essence.
Sweet. Now we just need the flying serpent, and we're golden.
Let's go kill Quetzalcoatl.
I was gonna say Cuckoo Khan, but I also found out that's apparently not how you enunciate his name.
Yeah, you were telling me that.
We've been saying it wrong for I don't know how long. Or the person that works there said it wrong, and I'm just taking them at their word that they said it correctly. You would think they would know how to enunciate these characters. I almost downloaded Smite 2 because it's quote-unquote beta. Just so I could see what they've changed with my favorites.
You're being chased by a troll.
Am I? But not a smart decision. You could have just existed in your tormented spirit state, but no. You wanted to attack me and turn into ectoplasm.
Because being undead was not good enough, he had to be dead.
I hate that jump. You have to jump and then move forward all in one go. Because, like, if you're moving and try and jump, you hit some magical lip.
Invisible wall, yeah.
And so you have to jump and move forward.
But if you don't time it just right, you'll just jump straight up and not move forward and fall right back into the water.
Yep. What? Oh, I can't get the Staff of the Wandering Mystic because I already have the Staff of the Wandering Mystic in my bag.
Whoops. He doesn't deserve the Vader choke.
I have to say, though, that's a dope skill, though.
Yeah.
Three, two. I was off. Okay, I have all the elementals. This is the one part of this quest that makes no sense to me. Why do I need to run all the way back down to what's-his-face to turn in the report? We should be turning in the report to the troll.
Right.
And then, once we go take out the witch lady, we then go back to report to the orc guy. To be like, hey, here's what happened when you sent us on that check-in mission. Was
And
we
the
had...
witch is dead.
Yeah. And there was some crazy lady trying to blow up the whole Valley of Trials. But we took her out, don't worry. She'll respawn, so you can send more idiots to go take her out.
We killed her, but it's only temporary. You'll have to keep sending people to make sure she stays dead.
Right?
Strength and honor. Sub. What do you need?
Alright, I'm gonna sell before we go running over there, because my inventory is looking grody.
Strength and honor.
hit level 11 and I get Arm of Thorum. And that thing is going to do a massive amount of damage.
We can delete my travel permit. I'm too high level to use it now.
Yep, I've got my self-heal now. I wish I had one that looked like yours, but was like this lightning blue.
Oh, yeah. I like this mount.
It is definitely a dope mount. It reminds me, now that the Herondar are unlockable race in Midnight, it reminds me of their travel form. Like that really long weasel that they get.
Oh, yeah.
For their druid. The dance form for their boomkin, somebody put that up on a short the other day. The boomkin dance form is hilarious, because he just taps his foot and snaps his fingers. That's the dance for the boomkin. I was going to use my execute ability when he got low enough on health. But
Can you, what the heck? Why do I not have any of these quests?
Did you not grab them from the dude?
I did.
Here, I'll share them. Hold on, stop killing people. There we go.
Friggin' weird. Thank you.
Yep. That says you're on both.
And there's 2 of them over here, and then I can kill 3 more on the way back down.
Yeah, they should be respawned by then. I wish I was level 11 before fighting this lady, though.
How far away are you?
Good chunk.
I'm like maybe a quarter of the way from level.
I need 1,679 XP. And we're only getting like, I want to say 60 or 70 from kills, so it would take a while. So.
I didn't know if you'd be able to go turn that one in. If that would put you above 11.
Let me look. Hold on. Nope, that's only worth 948. If it was worth more, then absolutely, I would go run and do it. Just because I want to use the Thorum on her. Just be like, take an orbital beam, lady. Alright, ready? Alright, okay. What the was that? Holy shit. That was just like negated the entire boss fight by putting her in a Darth Vader death choke. That's dope.
That was awesome. I didn't know it would do that, but it does state that while channeling, the victim takes 15% more damage from all sources.
Yeah, well, I don't even know if any of my skills besides my execute hit her. But that's hilarious. When you do that, are you able to use any of your other abilities, or is it you're channeling that
No,
so you can't cast anything else?
I'm channeling it.
Because, like, if I was doing the Maelstrom, like, I can channel Stormflow and only cast...
Wow,
like,
I literally went right through the bridge.
Whew. I just saw your health, dude. Holy cow. She respawned like hecka fast, though. He's already back up. Yeah, I tried to come up with like an idea for like an ESO run that would be hardcore. Unfortunately, there's nothing. Unless we did an Iron
Right.
Man challenge that we just self-impose. But how many more of these things did you need?
3. Yeah, 3.
Okay, there's one.
2.
Here's one right here. And then there's one more going that way, yeah. There we go. That should be all 3 for you.
Yep.
Now we just go turn these 2 in. I don't know. If we have like an XP bonus from our gear, maybe I'll level turning these in, but I doubt it. It says it's going to take all 4 of the quests we have to level me, potentially. Because I have on my XP bar, it tells me like total quest XP turn in right now would be 3,282. Remaining XP is 1,526 when I level.
What do you
Ooh, that almost did it. Bam, there it is. Level 11. Let me go put a point in Arm of Thorum. Oh. It didn't like me standing right there with my mount. That was weird. Alright, now we just head up to Razor Hill and collect all the quests. It'll still be faster if we get here with the cart.
Yeah.
Yo. Pick up his quest. I like how with the add-ons that I have on, some quests I can just run by and click the quest giver and get it, and then some of them I actually have to like stop and hit yes accept. Well, I think we missed the cart, bud.
I think so.
There it is. That Kodo be moving, bro. There's a new flavor of bubbler over at the Walmart near Sister's house. I haven't seen it before. It's called Orange Dream. Picked them up. These things are delicious. It's almost like, I don't want to say the dreamsicle, like the orange dreamsicle flavor, because I find that one kind of gross. But it almost has like a sherbet flavor is like the best way I could describe it. Like if you go get like an orange sherbet from like Brahms, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost that kind of flavor. And there's no bad aftertaste. I love bubblers, man. I wish I could get on as a affiliate with them. Just so I can make a little bit of money back from buying so many.
I did drink that triple berry one, and I thought it was really good. Maybe because it was cold, but I think I liked it better than I liked the cherry.
Yeah, I think the triple berries are pretty good. I still think, even with this orange one, I still think my favorite is either the peach or the watermelon. But yeah. But when you drink the triple berry, You notice what I was telling you about it, where like you get a little bit of hint of like a blackberry or raspberry type flavor, like right out the front. Ooh, this was to stay a while. I needed to talk to him.
Yep. So did I. But
and then it's more
I do, but I
blueberry
guess
towards the back.
I could actually taste the raspberry. I don't know if it's just my taste buds or what, but I understand what you're saying. Like instead of all three at once, you get a hint of one, then another, then another.
Yeah. It's good. Just
What do you need?
I'm not a huge fan of blueberries. Whee! But they are good. I like them. And there we run. I think I've almost figured out the perfect run for Duratar by collecting all the quests.
And on the positive side, we're not far away from them dropping the Warlock 4 or on Diablo 4.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. I was a little excited the more I see about it, but they've also added some more stuff to the game that I just don't know how I feel about it. They've added a fishing, quote-unquote, mini-game to Diablo 4. And it's and they haven't released what the items do, just the fact that it can be anything from common up to legendary that you can fish out of basically any surface. Because they show one where you he fishes out of water, but then he also fishes out of lava. So I'm not sure how I feel about it. We'll see though. Yeah, it comes out on the 28th.
All I know is I can't let my wife know that I enjoy playing it essentially max. I don't enjoy fishing in real life.
Go forth to victory.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm gonna have to. I'll play with the mechanic to show it off, but once it drops on the 28th, just because I'm wanting to do these hardcore things, I'm gonna make a warlock, and it's gonna be a hardcore warlock. I'm not sure if Diablo 4 has a hardcore
Yeah, it does.
setting. Does it? Okay, good. Otherwise, I was gonna be like, well, there's another game that I would have to create a whole Iron Man.
Self-imposed Iron Man.
Yeah. Which isn't bad, honest, but at the same time, it's like... Alright, let's empty out the bags.
What can I help you with?
Sitting here playing a game, doing some reports.
Strength.
Oh, he's on the phone.
Nope, I've got several reports done. I'm waiting on the information for the rest of them done.
Okay. Oh, card's here.
I tried to submit the information.
No! Alright, we'll just wait for the next cart. Alright, so just to kind of go over the build for you guys that I'm going to be doing on this, because we're doing the lightning build while we wait for Devin, is, basically we want to max out the damage of Thor. So, let's not have caps lock on. Thor. Right, so you see all these nodes. So we need this. These, like, this one I'm not doing, I am doing Thunder's Rage. We are not going to do Fusion, because I can't get both. This one's actually better, because it increases all of our critical damage by 20%, and all critical damage generates 5 static, and we'll be able to make Thorum always critically strike, and do a mass ton of damage, and leave area of effect grant, like, we're going to be able to make Thorum do a lot of stuff for us. Over here, Conjure Storm and Arm of Thorum now applies Violent Monsoon to enemies. We're not going to go with this one, unfortunately, because this is a PvP item, and we're doing PvE, not PvP. So there is that. Okay, I don't know. Okay. Sorry, just checking to see who keeps texting me. But anyway, so that's everything on that tree. Over here is just going to be basic stat increase or like buffs for us, things of that nature. But over here is pretty easy for us because we want to focus on the Thorum skills, but also we want to work on Forked Lightning. So anything in Forked Lightning, we want to try and get to as well. So like here, Forked Lightning now affects 3 additional enemies and deals increased damage. Why wouldn't we want to do that? Plus, Forked Lightning actually generates static for every enemy struck. Now, if we're fighting one target, obviously we would be using Shock. But if we're fighting 3 or more, it's way better for us. Oh, did he go running off? Oh, he did. I didn't realize he was actively still doing stuff while he was on the phone. He's already down here. But yeah, so like, there's Forked Lightning is probably by far one of the best skills we're gonna get AOE purpose wise. Because it's going to do a ton of damage. It's going to give us a bunch of static, which means we can throw Thorum. We can get, eventually we'll get it to morph so that, where is it? Volt will spread, which would be great. Here we go. So once we get this right here, damage dealt by your Forked Lightning now has a 5% chance to transform your next Forked Lightning into Thunder Wave for 10 seconds. Bring lightning down upon an enemy and up to 8 enemies within 6 yards of them, dealing 213 arcane damage and refreshing the duration of Volt on enemies struck. Volt, just so you guys know, is this skill right here, which we're also going to be picking up. But fuse lightning into an enemy, dealing 98 nature damage over 18 seconds and slowing their movement by 25%. Generates 2 static per tick. And so if we can just keep that, that's free static, guys. That's the thing. This right here, you want this to stay filled as much as humanly possible. All right, let's catch up to Devin. If I'd known he was running, I would have ran with him. I was sitting there waiting for the cart while discussing build. But all good. We've made it down here. By the looks of it, he has already collected all the quests, maybe? So, we'll go pick up everything and get ready to take out some centaurs. Not centaurs. No, yes, centaurs. I finally get it right on the first try. Hello, man. Okie dokie. There used to be an add-on where you could get your character to talk like trolls. Like the way the text was. It was interesting, to say the least. Okay. Got nothing in there. Alright, so we're good to rock and roll.
Well, just nice. She's finally got a vehicle with a gas on me.
Oh, no. It says I still have 1 quest. Or is that the book? That's the book. Less running, more rensing. Yeah, that's what we want to do on a hardcore run. Yes, special. So he already ran off, so let's go catch up to him. And we still need to self-buff again. Eventually, we'll get a buff similar to this one, but instead of reducing their movement speed, it reduces their armor, if I remember correctly, so that we do more damage to them. Orbital Beam of Doom. Somebody ran in here to mess up our stuff. What is he? Oh, level 7 occultist.
Oh, yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had a phone call.
Yeah, I heard. You're good. I didn't realize you had run down this way, so I was sitting up there waiting on you to come back, and so I was talking about my build, and then I look up, and you're already in Ascension, and I was like, oh, well, at least the card's back. This guy's gonna mess up our ability to get all of our stuff.
He's a cultist.
Yeah, I can't tell if he's ranged, like permanent range, or if he's trying to do more like a hybrid build right now. But if he's trying to outdo both of us, though, it's going to be a little disappointing for him, because... Is that rare over there? Yes, he is. Let me get some more static up. Orbital beam. Not quite hitting as hard as I want it to yet, but eventually it'll get there. I don't know if he's following the same quests as us, but...
We're level 7, so I don't think he knows what his build is yet. He's just using what they gave me.
Yeah, it's all good, though. But yeah, I was just talking through how I'm building this guy since I messed with it for a little bit on my level 60.
Yeah.
Because the two main skills we want to boost are going to be called Forked Lightning and Arm of Thorum. Forked Lightning will allow me to do mass AoE damage and get my static up, plus it morphs into other abilities. Like, it's just all around really good. Here you go, bud. I'll let you go first. You won't need to click it. I think it gives it to both of us.
Yep.
Alright. My turn-ins are carry your weight, report to Org Nil, thwarting cold car aggression. My guy doesn't spread his wings out like yours does when he jumps. Like, he does that half, like, I'm gonna glide stuff that birds will do, like when they're dive bombing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. There's a rare, clacker that's out here somewhere. If we see him, I want to take him down, because I need some payback, because he almost killed me on my, what did he almost kill me on? I don't know. One of the characters I was running not too long ago. He almost blipped me out of existence, hitting me like 3 times. I ran. He hit me one time, and I was like, nope, this is not good. Wow, what is this drop rate, bruh?
I was going to say, I'm 0 for 3.
Same. Oh, even that didn't give me anything. What is going on with this drop rate? Oh, finally got something.
I got 2 Lucases now.
I only have 1. No, I've got 2. Finally got an eyeball.
First eye. We found the elite.
Is that him right there?
The elite quacker.
Oh, you're going down, buddy. 2 level 11s. And I've got my Thorum all charged up. Here we go. I'm going. Boom! Oh my god, he barely took damage. Oh, that is cheating. That is 100% cheating. Oh god, he was getting ready to slap the Jesus right out of me and just immediately death gripped him. That's a whole new meaning to force choking a person. Good lord.
That was perfectly timed. I don't care who you ask.
Alright, well now we know we can go after every rare that we see. I'll wait for you to do that and then throw them. Because you said they take...
They'll take...
They take...
15%.
Yeah. Yep. So next...
15% more damage from all sources while you are channeling this spell. So yeah, your Thorn will hit harder while they're being force choked.
So what it sounds like to me is what they want you to do is put like dots or something on them and then force choke them so the dots do damage and hit harder. Is what it sounds like.
And my little tentacle eyeball thing also will do more damage to it.
Yeah, that's just... That's something else. Yeah, cloth intellect, okay. I don't know why for a second I was thinking this dude was supposed to wear leather int gear. But... Come on, super speed. There we go. Hey, there's that other cultist. I'm gonna let him have that island. We can go this way. Boom. There's one fur. Oh, I was letting the other cultist guy have that one. Because with 2 of us, we're gonna...
He's not doing the he's not doing the raptors, so I'm just grabbing the egg.
Gotcha, okay. Well, I'll have this island over here done by the time you're finished collecting that egg and get over here. So you'll be able to grab this egg. Plus,
I let him hit the tiger over there, and then I helped him kill the tiger.
Oh, I don't have that one yet. Not that we can use it on this server. Yeah, there's no point to having the whistles, honestly, because you can't use...
I just like collecting them.
Oh yeah, no, same. I have an entire plethora of whistles now. Or at least things I could summon if we had a class that was allowed to summon them.
I think we got all the mucuses, but I think we still need eyeballs.
Yes, mucus is done. We need one more ocular visionary. There, I got the last eyeball.
Yep, I saw that.
And then that should be your last egg.
Yep.
And then if we go across to the other island, there is another world forged item and more eggs.
Yellow.
Yep, he's on the phone. Super swim. If it wasn't for the super swimming, at a certain point, this guy gets the ability to levitate, so we can just run across water, so... Here's my first egg. Second pelt. Let's go up this way. Okay. Now, the World Forged item here, just so you guys know, this is a bag. It cannot be sold, so if you're needing inventory space, there's a bag here. If you are not needing inventory space, you can skip this one. Come on. There he is. Okay. I think we're done with the pelts. Yeah, we're done with pelts. I just need one more egg. It says there should be one right over here. Oh, there it is. I see it. Hidden in the trees there. There we go. And man, I tell you what, that makes me want to do a cultist if our rune master dies. Just go rune cast or cultist caster. See how well we do there. That ability is so dope. I don't have AoE spells yet. Still 2 single targeted. Okay. There we go. Oop, that's not what I wanted. And then here we go. That's a good necklace if you guys don't have heirloom gear. It is a spirit, stamina, so good for healers or any class that builds off spirit. So like our rune master, which is weird that the spellcaster rune master has to use there we go. Alright, we're done with the hex trolls. Okay, there's Zalazane's head. Then we run up here, grab this skull. Just for giggles, make sure, yeah, we're all on the same quest. Good. Now we just need more voodoo trolls. That other guy's in here, so we gotta go quick. He's gonna get that one. Darn. And he's already cleared this half of it. We just need one more. One more voodoo.
Well, she still got that chicken nugget stuff in there.
Yeah. So the ones up here should be respawning soon. Because they're the ones we took out. There's a voodoo. I don't know if you can hear me, Dev. I found a voodoo. Boom. Alright, done. I don't know if he got it, though. He may have been a little too far.
This is one of those fake outs where it settles down for a little bit. Might have to be.
I like how it also makes flying noises in the water. 40 seconds, and then we lose our hyperspeed. Almost made it to shore before we lost it.
What you want? Later. See ya later. Come get the food. How you doing?
Oh, all right. Hit level 12. Conjure Storm now refunds 10 static. We're not really worried about that right this second. Discharge gives us more mana. I do like that. Shock now generates 5 additional static. Don't really need that right this second, but it does lead to here. We're gonna do Body of Lightning. Get us our first major AoE ability. Level 12.
Stay away from the
Stay away from the voodoo. I don't know. The way they say voodoo in this game just reminds me of Labyrinth. It's the
Could be.
power of the bait.
So Liberty finished the first book last night and started the second one.
Oh. Look at that adventurous little reader.
He's already asking me to build him a Bible.
I take it he's talking to the wifey about their kiddo. It's all good. The way he's going right now, I'll be able to bounce back and forth and grab all 6.
Good. Go on Walgreens and request a refill for the $3.
See how long this one takes to respawn.
How is it?
Come on.
I might have to run and pick that up after I get rid of before the storm hit.
Alright, we'll come back over for this one here in a second. Okay, grab this one. Ah, these things take a while to respawn, apparently. Oh, there it is. They used to respawn a lot faster. That's crazy. that gets us to 3. There's 4 here. And then over on this side should be 5, somewhere around here. And then 6 is right there for us. Yeah. There's 5. And then 6 is just on the other side of this little hill. Whatever you want to call it. And I think Devin forgot that I have a new route. Or he's running to collect all of the shiny poles. We'll wait.
Said you were.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Sweet. Okay. So he's got all his, we've got all ours. Now it's just clearing out this dang castle. And in theory, we won't have any competition here at the castle just because most people don't come do what we did quest-wise. So that other cultist most likely will be running back to town or running to Razor Hill to pick up the quest by the time we finish. So
Okay, that'll work.
boom. Free money. There he is.
Yep. I'll give him a call after one. Okay.
And then I just heal.
Ooh,
And get some mana back.
damn.
What's up, bud?
My back's hurting. Like stiff.
I feel that. We just need 2 more sailors. 1 more sailor. You got the last sailor.
So I just got one of their tabards.
Nice. I like they added that to the game. To be honest with you, like if you find an enemy and you're like, man, I really like the look of that, or I like their, staff and I want it for transmog, whatever. You can just farm stuff forever. And you'll eventually get their entire set. So, like, if you wanted to look like one of the Marines here, it's 100% doable.
If I were doing a Venomancer or even a Ranger, that would be an excellent tabard for it. But being that I'm a cultist, I don't know that green's really the color for me.
Yeah, if I hadn't gone and gotten transmog sets for almost every class at this point, yeah, 100%. Let's not use up my Thorum on this. There is a rare up here. He's not a very strong rare. See? He drops his shoulder blades, though. All right, Lieutenant Benedict. I got your back.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Arm of Thorm is a great spell. I don't know. Like, for leveling purposes, I think Maelstrom is probably your better bet. But for boss killing, like dungeons and stuff, Lightning all day long. Oh, you get yours first. Make sure you read the letter.
Yep.
Whee! So there's two ways we can go about doing this. If you really want, it's up to you. We can run up and do Echoes of Hirsuta and the little quest next to it, and then just skip town and then go do encroachment, or we can go and do encroachment, run into town, and then go do the gnomish tools and Hirsuta.
I think doing encroachment first is the smarter way about it, because otherwise we're gonna have to turn around, come right back for no machine.
Yeah. Gotcha. Let's go get her done. Yeah, with my Rune Master, just because I was like, let's put the Rune Master to the test, because the spellcasting requires spirit, and there's no spirit gear you can do. So I went dual wield, because that just requires agility. And so I was like, okay, let's just see how good it is. I ran in here with the Rune Master and relatively easily took out the entire encampment. I figured I was doing a suicide run, but no. My Rune Master just had to live through it.
I was doing that with one character the other day. I can't remember which one it was. But I was pretty much one-tapping everything before they could even get close enough.
that
Oh, I
was
did not
close.
realize that was ranged.
That was cool.
That's one of the melee skills.
It's like just a wave of darkness went flying out at him. That was dope.
Blades of Empire is the name of that one.
I wonder if it's AoE because of an aura that you might have equipped? Maybe? Presence of Cthulhu. Damage dealt by you has a 20% chance to increase your haste. Nope. Not your aura. I'd also like to know how we're in war mode right now, when neither of us have selected war mode. Made it. I didn't think I could make that jump.
Yeah, the Presence of Cthulhu, that is my aura.
Yeah, no, I know that's the aura you have equipped. I was curious if that's what was causing your blade to be ranged. That's all.
Oh.
Because I know, like, with the that particular skill, I think it is, based on the presence you're running, it behaves differently.
Yeah. Strike an enemy dealing 42 shadow damage plus an additional effect based on your active presence.
Does it tell you what the active, or what your active presence does for the skill? That might be why it's ranged, just saying. that is a neat skill.
It does not, even whenever I bring up my actual spell book, it doesn't tell me what presence does, or what this particular presence does.
Can you hold shift, maybe? Because I know, like, some skills will be like, hold shift for more information.
Nope.
Interesting.
Yep. Yeah. It's not giving me any extra information.
I was hoping the rare was going to be over here, but he's not. That's okay. Got that. Go. Mount up. And now we get to go turn everything in. You did fill your water bottle, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's a giant heart impression in the ground, and I'm stuck. I'm being chased. Stop chasing me.
I'm not.
Not you. Stupid. The bristle boar. I aggroed one, and he's the warrior, so he's the slowest out of the group. He's just like, oh. Yeah. Gonna have to empty out my bags again. Hey, level 13. I'm gonna grab Forked Lightning just so that I have another big AoE. Let's see, that goes there for now. Ah! City guards! Assist me! I'm being chased and threatened by scorpids and a raptor. It's crazy how slow the city guard people will kill those things, though.
What do you need?
Yahoo!
Glory to the Horde. Strength and honor. What do you need? What can I do for you? What are you looking for?
Okay. Got a couple more turn-ins, and then I'm good to run and start doing the gnomish tools.
Sug. Raw.
Bum bum.
May your blades never dull.
May your blades never dull. Unless it's, you know, a club. But then I guess it wouldn't be a blade, would it? So, I'll shut up now.
Makra. Strength and honor. Strength and honor. Thrall hull. Go with honor. What do you need? For the Horde.
Okay.
Strength.
Says I have. Oh, here it is. The egg quest I gotta turn in.
What do you need?
I almost got to level 14 doing all that. I am 15, basically 1600 XP away.
Be safe.
What does it say it's moving? You good, Dev?
What are you looking for?
Yep.
Okay.
So I've still got to turn in shinies. I got
Straight.
Echoes of Hirasuta, Gnomish Tools, Fizzle's Claw.
Yeah, I already
and that
turned
wasn't
in.
working
Already turned
hard.
in shinies because what I do is once I get done with the Gnomish Tools, Harasuda, and the other quest, and I turn those in, is I actually run. I run up to grab Reslak, so that when I'm doing the harpies, I can just pick up the 5 bags anyway. Because I run back down and around to where I can take out the harpies, because I'll clear all those harpies. I'll pick up some of the bags, and then I go and pick up Misha so I can do the alligators. Then I come back, fall down, do Dark Fizzlestorm, or Fizzle Darkstorm if I could do his name right. Run through, kill all the rest of them, turn in Misha's quest, and then run back around to finish up the bags, and then turn in the Shinies quest, and then all I have to do is run up and turn in Reslak at that point. And Fizzleclaw. So it's a little bit of extra running, but I feel like it helps. So I'll wait for you to get back to town, and then we'll run and go get our Gnomish Tools. Hey, I can now give you a buff. Speaking of buffs, all of mine came off.
Okay.
I can now give you 10 mana every 5 seconds for 30 minutes. Oh, goodness gracious. Where'd you go? Oh, you're still over there turning in shinies.
So I found out how to figure out what presence does what because I unlocked a new presence. And
Uh-huh.
the present tells me what effect it has on Blade of the Empire.
Aha!
And Presence of Cthulhu gives it an increases its rage by 35% and increased power level scaling.
Nice. And what's the new one do?
Presence of Yasharj.
That's the healing
Oh
one,
wait,
I
no,
think.
that's the one that gives me the damage shield.
Ah.
Causes Blade of the Empire now despoils the ground beneath enemies in an 8-yard radius for 8 seconds, reducing their attack power and shadow resistance, scaling with stamina. Then there's Presence of Yarg Saran. Now heals the 5 lowest health enemy or health nearby allies within 30 yards for 10% of the damage dealt. And then Presence of Nazoth now has a 10% increased chance to summon a tentacle of the old god.
I mean, the tentacle's pretty dope, but if you have to use Blade of the Empire at melee range to do it, I don't know if that would be good. I mean, having it to where it's long range is dope. Is it permanently long range, though?
I think it is ranged because it just says it increases its range by 35% and that's not a huge increase.
Yeah, but if we're talking, well, yeah, true. I don't know. You'd have to take off the aura that gives it the increased range, and then do it again and see if, like, how close to a target you have to be to use it.
Might as well.
Good way to test it. Dive. Right. Go. Come on. Get up.
So yeah, the presence of Cthulhu definitely is what makes it.
Yeah, so it's basically melee or ranged.
It increases its range by 35 yards, not 35%.
Oh. So it probably goes from a 5-yard range to a 40-yard. Not bad, though.
Especially with how hard it hits.
It's okay. I got my forked lightning, so now we can fight more enemies at one time.
I got my 3
It can bounce up to 7 enemies. That's ridiculous. I've got all 3 of mine.
I'm headed to the keep.
Yep. I sound like that guy from Storage Wars. Yep.
Dave.
Yeah. I like how everybody hated that guy. Like, I don't think there was anybody that was doing Storage Wars that was like, Dave's my favorite. Like, I think everyone legitimately hated that dude.
Right.
Now, I don't know if that was the persona that they were just trying to give him for the show, or if he was really like that in real life, but they really made him into kind of a turd.
If they made him into that, like you said, that could have just been who he was.
Right. Because I know, like, they gave a backstory. Again, I don't know how accurate their backstories are for these people. Do you want to collect the things first, or do you want me to?
Go ahead.
Okay. But yeah, like, I don't know the full story on it, but like, it just felt like at a certain point they were propping him up to just be a massive pain. I don't know how you just ran up that so smooth. My guy gets stuck. See, like, look at this. Ugh, there we go. A little overkill, but as they say, there's no kill like overkill. I just need one more and then I'm done. And that's my last one. But yeah. And what was the other guy's name? Barry, the old dude that was really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked him. He was a good dude. He was just comical. He's like that old guy that, like, it felt like he could have cared less, like what was going on or how much money he was gonna make from something. It was just like his hobby, you know. Like somebody told him, "Hey, get out of the house, dude. Like you need to be out moving around doing stuff." And he was like, "I bet." And so he was just out bidding on stupid storages.
He said it a lot that he was more interested in finding something interesting
Yeah. I think he kept almost everything he got in a storage. Where, like, everybody else was there to try and make money. And he's all like, meh. It's like, I'm just here to collect crap so that when I die, people have to sort through it.
I hate my relatives, so
Like, he got a drum set, and everybody was like, oh, that drum set's going to be worth a ton of cash. And he's like, oh, cool. And then he takes it to a place, and the guy at the drum shop's like, nah, dude, this is like $200-300. So then he takes it to a friend of his, supposedly. What's up, Amir? Takes it to a friend of his that is a, like, rock band person. I forget what band it was. It was like, hey, man, do you mind, like, playing on this drum set and then signing it for me while it's on camera so that I can sell it for way more money? You know? Like, it's just like, could you imagine being like, for example, in the YouTube world, me personally knowing Mr. Beast and just, like, calling him up and just being like, hey, man, so, like, can I get you to sign some stuff for me while on camera so I could turn around and be like, you know, authorized signatures of Mr. Beast for sale, you know what I mean? Like, how stupid.
Interesting.
Level 14! Check my book. Mystic Thunder. Call Lightning. Aether Current, yay! I now have the ability to make us levitate. Oh, you need my book? Hold on.
I got an interrupt now.
Nice. I have one, I just never use it. Stuff dies too fast.
Well, technically, I guess I have two because I have my interrupt and I have die now. And force choke.
Yep. Let's see. We want more mana, and then we're going to go down and grab up Crit Strike, because this build needs as much crit as it can. Then we got to go onto the other side so that we can get Arcane Lightning, so that our nature and arcane damage is increased. Ooh, apply. Forgot to hit yay on that. A Mirror of Ascension. From this account better. Hello, guys. You play COA right now? Yes. Yes, we do. We are currently playing hardcore on COA right now. A Mirror of Ascension. Armir? Armir. My apologies. I missed the R in there. Alright. Those are dungeon quests. Can't do those. Go turn in the tools. I mean, for me, man, the biggest thing is like a person's name is probably the most important thing to get right. So I do my best to make sure that if somebody gives me their name or tells me what their name is, I try my best to make sure I get it correct or enunciate it correctly. So, let's see. So we just need to run up and grab Reslak so that we can run down and around and take out the harpies and get bags while heading to Misha. Whenever you're ready, Dev. I've turned everything in.
Yep.
All right.
Same. Except for the two that require me to go to org.
Well, I really hope they will one day open COA and also rap. Absolutely. I super hope that as well. I know last year a lot of people were super excited. The server got a whole lot of influx of people wanting to try and figure out classes because they were announced last year that it was going to go live last year. And then Bronzebeard went live. And then we picked up Epoch. And then it seems like COA kind of just got forgotten, is the best way I can... Right, that's what I'm saying. With Bronzebeard, it feels like they've kind of just stopped caring. Like, there's still updates going on for COA, but it's like it's not really a focus anymore, which is, in my opinion, a mistake. I think if they really wanted to get a massive influx of people, the best thing they have is COA. 21 unique classes that are not... And also the Turtle WoW was hit. Yeah, kind of, sort of. Like, let's be serious. Turtle WoW brought that on themselves. Like, they purposely went out of their way to piss off Blizzard. I don't know why they did that, but they 1,000% went out of their way to piss off Blizzard. They called them out on everything, publicly. It wasn't just like, hey, on our website, we're going to make fun of Blizzard. No, no, no. They messaged the dev team of Blizzard and went, look how much better we are than you. Like, you expected nothing in reprisal from Blizzard on that? Where I feel like Ascension, I've got too many games on the brain. Ascension is kind of like the quiet kid in the back of the room. Like, everybody knows they're there, but no one really pays it attention because it's not making waves. So, I feel like that's kind of the way had Turtle done it. It was already massively successful, but had they just stayed quiet, they would not have garnered the attention they did.
Like the old saying, this squeaky wheel gets the grease. Well, they were squeaking, and I don't think it was grease they got.
Yeah. No, and I agree. I think Turtle did a very good job with classic WoW. Just like I think Bronzebeard is a good alternative. And that's what makes it super popular, is it's classic WoW with additions. And the additions that we got were additions that would be phenomenal in retail. Never will happen, because Blizzard would never do that. But... Alright. You can grab that one. I'm gonna grab this one back here where the gun is. And then we can go do Misha's quest. I'll have 2 bags. I don't know how many you have.
I'm at 2 right now as well.
Okay. Because we can always run back after we finish Misha and Fizzle. Grab up the last of the little bags that we get there. But yeah. They had Season of Discovery. People love that, and they shut it down. Yep. I think the main reason they shut it down, though, is because the hardcore raiding community was getting pissed off at Season of Discovery. Because it was like, that and the people that go running off to do, like, mount collecting and the battle pet collecting and stuff like that, it was no longer really a let me work hard to get this stuff. It was, let me just wait for Season of Discovery and I get it for free. And those were the groups that were really making the biggest clamor. The everyday players loved Season of Discovery. It was great. It was a huge hit for the everyday player. The hardcore people in the collecting community, they are the reason why Discovery disappeared. Because they made the bigger noise. But, I mean, I tell people that all the time. The people that get the most attention are not the ones that say everything is great and fantastic and yay. It's this is the reason I have a problem, so I'm just going to make a big hubbub about it until somebody does something about it. They shut it down because we live now in a rotting culture that hates everything genuine and heroic, so if people have fun, they must destroy... Yeah. stepped just a little too far. Did you get it on your first attempt?
Nope. There it
Yeah.
is.
I just took out 2. I still didn't get it.
Yeah, I got it on my second one.
It's all good. I'll get it eventually.
Oh.
There it is.
I don't know.
No, because we weren't technically in the same phase. It counts me as too far away when you killed it, and so I can't get whatever drops off of them.
That's annoying.
Yeah. For me, I think the biggest problem was the hardcore community that wanted it to be, like the thing with Discovery is it was just a faster, easier way for everyday people to get better gear, and the hardcore raiding community hated that, and so they were the ones that made the biggest stink about Discovery. But that's why I love Ascension, because when I talk about yeah, I feel you on that. I'm not gonna repeat that entire sentence, just because I am streaming on YouTube. But yes, absolutely. Oh, careful, bud! You are. Oh, don't die! Oh.
That would not have been near as scary if I had landed on the outcropping, but I missed the outcropping. Landed.
Oh, so you just nailed the
25
ground.
Points of damage.
Yep, I
And then
got you.
aggroed these 2 guys, and whenever I started fighting these 2 guys, the other two's like, oh, easy target.
I feel you. Do you have a heal spell?
Yep.
Okay. There is a blue elite. I'm trying to see if he's
Somewhere
back.
around here.
I know he walks all the way back here. Lightning hide, lightning hide, lightning hide, so it's not there. So he's in front of us somewhere. Only downside to Thorum is the... Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Is the long cast time. You ready? Oh, yeah, that's dope. I did 600 points of damage while he was in the air with my Thorum. It usually only does about 200 to 300 damage. I did not mean to use Body of Lightning. Oh, we could probably run out. I love that spell. Visually, anyway. But we could probably run out of here and be okay. But XP.
Right.
I really like changes on this server, but some are really hard. Like Greedy Goblin. I don't know that one. Or at least I don't understand the reference. I'd love to find a loot goblin. Only for money, because I'm wearing all heirloom gear, but, you know. What a weird mechanic that would be for World of Warcraft, though, is to introduce just random loot goblins. Okay, now we just run back through that one little area this direction to get those bags so we can turn that quest in. Oh, you're going that way? Okay. Ow! Leave me alone, little raptor. Okay, I do see 2 bags, so I'll just need 1 left. Okay, I just need 1 bag left. And double lightning strike. Dang, your dude takes some hits. Okay, these bags are both yours. Because that will get you up to 4, right? And then we each just need 1 bag?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I would recommend doing is let's go turn in the Harpy quest and Fizzle's quest. And then on our way up to What's-His-Face to turn in his quest, we can run through that one valley to pick up 1 bag each. Oh, here's a bag for me. I'll pick this one up. Did the other one respawn? Ah! There's another one over there. So now we don't even have to do that. They respawned fast enough. I think Bronzebeard would be more popular in COA because people rarely want something truly novel. I don't know. I honestly think if they were to release COA, we would see a massive influx of players into the server because it's 21 unique classes versus the original 9. I think the biggest difference is with Bronzebeard, the reason why that one is so popular isn't the fact that it's the original 9 classes, it's that they have Mystic Enchants available to take a class and give it builds it didn't originally have. Like a tank shaman. There was not a true tank shaman in Classic WoW. Though, that being said, with the original Frost Shock, you could have a shaman off tank by just Frost Shocking, Ghost Wolf form, run, Frost Shock, Ghost Wolf form, run. Like, it was capable of off tanking. But yeah, it's vastly different than it used to be honest. So
I don't know. I can understand where Amir's coming from because a lot of people don't like new things because they don't know how they work.
Yeah.
And so they stick to what they know rather than doing something new and different. So I can see where he's coming from at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Because it's easier for them. They don't have to really think as much, and they can just go with what they already know and what they already do, and it works. They know it works, rather than picking up a class they don't know, trying something different, and it may or may not work.
Yeah, I mean, I get where y'all are coming from on that. It's just for me, I feel like the only people who are going to be diehard Bronzebeard fans are the people who are diehard classic WoW fans. You know what I mean? Like, the ones that are playing Bronzebeard not because it's a free-to-play World of Warcraft. They're playing it because it's a free-to-play, darn near one-to-one classic WoW. Whereas, like, the people that are going to want to play COA are the people that want to enjoy the World of Warcraft, if I could English today, like, world, but they want classes that are more unique. They want a little bit more freedom with what their class can do. And to an extent, that's what Bronzebeard is, because with Mystic Enchants, you can drastically change a build from a classic, shaman to a tank shaman, or a priest that is a DPS healing priest, which was not a thing in Classic. There's level 15.
Have a good one.
And now we've got his second quest. And now we're going to make it to where Thorum gets additional damage based on all of my static. 1% additional damage based on my static. As long as I have full static. Here, if you have any skills, there's my book.
Oh, yeah, probably.
I know I had at least 2.
Abyssal Strike is leveled up, which is my first melee skill I unlocked.
Nice.
And then, let's see.
Oh!
Worrisome Idol removes the cost of your Gaze of Cthulhu and increases the critical damage of Obliteration Beam. Eldritch Devastation requires at least 80 insanity and drains 30 of it. Channel upon an enemy and up to 4 nearby enemies, dealing 143 damage over 6 seconds. Enemies are slowed for 60% of the duration. That might be good. Dark Revelation grants your Horror Bolt a 20% chance to reset the cooldown in your Gaze of Cthulhu. While above 40 insanity, your chance to trigger this effect is increased by 10%. Maybe. Your direct shadow damage dealt now has a 50% chance to regenerate 5% of your maximum mana. Ooh, that could definitely be useful. Wither an enemy dealing 90 to 100 shadow damage over 18 seconds. Each instance of damage reduces their magic resistance by 6, stacking up to 5 times. Oh. I mean, 90 to 100 shadow damage over 18 seconds. Is 90 divided by 18?
You're asking the wrong dude to do math on the fly, bud.
5, so roughly 5 damage a second.
Not bad. Not great, but not bad. At least at this level. I just found out what this bird does when I'm sitting still and I use spacebar. I don't know if you saw it while you were looking at that stuff, but... Whee! Aw, our tails are in sync. Oh.
Mine just roars.
Yeah, but when you jump, you have a cooler effect. Your guy actually tries to fly. Mine's just like, I'm gonna...
It'd be even cooler if it would
over
let
this way.
you fly.
Over this way. We gotta do the other harpies. Whee. It's the only annoying part of his quest line. Hey, there's a chest. You can grab that. You'll catch up a little bit on XP there. Since somehow I'm slightly ahead of you. Boom, boom. What? How dare you?
Well, that was kind of funny.
Huh.
You rolled a 43 and I rolled a 74, which is almost like if I had rolled a 77, it would have been your number flipped. You rolled a 43 and I would have been 34 points above you.
It'd have been funny. But you still beat me, and now I'm sad.
Yes, because you needed the burnt leather briefcase.
Just for that, that harpy felt my wrath.
226, not bad.
Nice. Boom. I'm gonna run ahead of you and start attacking these guys. I have an AoE ability, and so far we have not even gotten close to needing me to cast it.
Right?
Maybe in the Barrens we'll get enough stuff that I can start casting it, but... Delete. Boom. Boom. You good?
Yep. Work stuff popped up.
You're good. Oh, that was a rare. Did not notice that. Its health pool also didn't notice that it was a rare. Ooh, I need mana. I love this class. By far my most favorite class of all 21 classes. And we just need 2 more Storm Witches and we should be aight. And 4 more Savages. I already took everything down over on that side.
Yeah, but I'm letting my loot spot grab the stuff and drop.
Wow. I'll wait till you get back over towards me. That way you don't miss any of the takedowns.
I'm back.
Ugh. In here I thought I could get a drink. That's what I get for thinking. Wait till I can get guaranteed crits with my Thorum. And I have 100% static. And then you do your little Darth Vader force grip. I'm going to do like 2k damage to these things. Like,
that's all of them.
Obliterate. Is that everything we needed? Alright.
Yes.
Whee! I know you're like shouting for this thing to get summoned, but it looked like you bent over and grabbed your head like you had a headache. And then it's gonna kick me off because it's a big old meanie. I've almost made it all the way through this cave once on a mount. Because sometimes I guess the server just doesn't register it fast enough sometimes. I don't know. But like, I made it almost to the other side where you can mount up. And it kicked me off. I took like 3 steps and was able to mount back up.
That's funny.
But yeah, sadly, there's no fast way to do these last quests here in Duratar. It's kind of a bummer. But we're almost to the Barrens. Unless we want to take the Zeppelin and go over and try to do the starting zone for the Tauren. I really don't want to do that. The Tauren is the worst starting zone, I swear.
Yep. I agree.
Alright, I'll meet you over at Margaz. I need to open up all these stupid bags. Or chests, or whatever it is that we keep collecting. Yeah, I think I would be, I think for leveling, personally, I think the Maelstrom is probably the easier one to level with, just how fast it is to obliterate things, starting at level 11. But if you're definitely doing dungeons, or you're having to take on multiple targets in a group, Lightning is the way to go. I wish I had an add-on for tracking rares. Just anytime we go to a new zone, it's just like, alright, we are going to take out every possible rare there is.
May your blades never dull.
Alright, time for the cave. Leather agility boots. Like, I'd almost be willing to get rid of Forked Lightning for now. Yeah, since we're not using it. Yeah, that's fine. Use up 60. I'm just going to make it to where Thorum always crits, and then I can get Forked Lightning when we level
Later.
up again. Yeah, I'll get it. Not next level. I'll get it at level 17. My hit rating is 1. I like how you're wielding a scythe, but whatever skill you just used makes a blade of darkness.
Yep.
That's funny. Here we go. Now that it always crits, let's see how much damage I can do. 930! $930 damage on one shot. Now we just need something with a ton of health so you can do your death grip and I can hit him with Thorum. I want to see how much damage I can do in that kind of a combo stitch. Alright, there's all 6.
You know what we could do is do a double Stormbringer.
Uh-huh.
One do Maelstrom, one do Lightning.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. If this run goes pear-shaped, we could definitely attempt it. I think that would be hilarious. Or if we could get a third, do all 3 Stormbringers. Have a wind that can buff and debuff. Maelstrom and Lightning. I don't know what would live.
Melting everything.
Well, because the wind one also gets several knockback skills. So, like, you'd be able to knock things away from us while the other 2 just obliterate it. I don't know, though. I think it'll be a deadly combination with yours and mine.
We could also have a whole team of cultists, like
True, you could fight,
5
man.
full-on cultists.
Yep.
For the Horde.
Alright. Off to Orgrimmar so that we can get that done. I look gross green. My Thunderbird. Because I'm poisoned.
Yeah.
It's a very vibrant green. Like, it is terrible. How much charge does that? Okay, good. I gotta charge my phone. It's getting low. I don't know a Destiny Garza. So I'm not gonna respond to a Destiny Garza.
That's
Huh?
I was
I still have no idea what you said. It kept cutting out.
nope, never mind. I was thinking it was Destiny that went to high school with us. but
Oh,
that's-
yeah, no. A Stone was her last name. I don't know if she ever got married. I think she did. I feel like almost everyone I
so.
know from high school is married, but me. Next run though, we gotta figure out profession. Well, no. The problem with professions is they take us out of our way to try and complete. Like, it's cool to be like, oh, free XP, but at the same time, like, if I'm having to run away from where my quest is to grab a mining node or whatever, like, if we weren't doing a hardcore challenge, sure. But for a hardcore challenge, meh. Why do I feel like I'm missing the quest that he gave us? Can you try and share his quest? I apparently did not pick it up. I turned it in, I just didn't pick up the other one.
Which one?
The only
The
two I have...
Nungu Fireblade?
Yeah.
It won't let me share. The share button is grayed out.
Crap. I'll have to run and go pick that quest up again. Dang it. Let me turn in Admiral's orders. I know how to do this quickly. It's just, gosh darn it. I'm gonna turn in the other two, because I'll just hearth back to Razor Hill, because I can run the outside to him, and then just keep running. I could have sworn I picked it up, but whatever. Let's see here. Y'all got church tonight, right?
Spirits be with you,
Yes, sir.
stranger.
Okay.
How may I help?
Just curious, because like I know, like it's 122 right now. Here in a second, I'm gonna have to take a quick break so I can go check on the beef jerky, make sure that it's still doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's gonna be real funny when all the kids get home and they can smell it. Alright. Let's go run and do this, because I was special and forgot to collect his quest. thankfully I have the Fel Infused Gateway, so I can still come back. Because what I've figured out is it's kind of worth coming back to Razor Hill because there is a quest on the way to the Barrens that we can do. In fact, since there's 2 of us, we could attempt the group quest that's there too. Because we might be able to complete that. I just found a World Forged item over here. Let's see what it is. Retired Shadow Blade. It is a one-handed sword with agility and improves critical strike by 1. And it's definitely a chopper weapon, not a sword.
Stabby stab.
Huh?
It's stabby stab.
No, this one's not a stabby stab. This one's a choppy chop. Like here, I'll put it in chat. There you go. It has a point, just the point is pointed straight down. I guess technically you could stab somebody with it in a chopping motion. Well, over on V Rising, I was capable of. I like how all the work I've done says that you own it because you placed down the heart thing, the heart stone or whatever it is. So like I was like, okay, well you've placed this down. I'll just start building around it. And now when I look at it on the map, it says that Jeffrey the Vampire owns it. It's still a great name. I know it wasn't the name you were wanting to go with, but Jeffrey the Vampire, that's just great. You look on the map and it says that you own that little territory that I've been building out. I'm gonna have to redo the entire floor or figure out how to make separate rooms for the crafting area. But I've officially built us a castle instead of just wood walls.
Nice.
So we now have a castle. Now it's just gathering resources so that we can get more stuff to make our guys stronger in order to go take out more camps so that we can get more materials to make ourselves even stronger. It's a relatively fun game. I'm pleasantly surprised at how much fun I'm having with it. I do feel that it's a little too buildy at the beginning. At least if you're following the little quests that it gives you to unlock the free stuff. Like the free crafting material patterns. So you don't have to try and research them or buy books or whatever. That I feel is a little over the top, so to speak. But I think at a certain point it will become less about us happening to do anything when we can figure out how to capture humans and turn them into mindless drone workers for us and be like, you now make sure that I'm getting all of the ore that I need, and you make sure that we get all the wood that we need, you know? So, I still haven't figured out that part yet. Because I found a place that respawns on a regular interval that has just a guy that we could eventually capture. I did make it back to Orgrimmar. I'm turning in Neru Fireblade right now to get his next quest. And then I can use my gate in order to go back to Razor Hill if you just want to meet me there.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Okay, I finally got my stuff to work.
Okay. I'll just run to you so that I can pop the gate right in front of you. And, that way you don't have to waste your Hearthstone or your gate spell. Oh, I liked the lighting down there in, what is that called? Cleft of Shadows for my bird. It really made my
Oh, yeah.
wings pop out, like, because there's actually, like, an aura on my wings and tail. Being down there in that
Mhm.
purple, it really made it pop out. That was great. Alrighty. It says you are above me.
Yeah, I'm up by the Flight Master. But I have 2 quests: hidden enemies and last piece.
I don't have hidden enemies because I didn't go talk to Thrall. I have Axaloth because that's the one you get from turning in Meru. I can share that one.
And then the last piece.
And then the last piece. Yeah, hidden enemies takes us back to that cave we were just at outside of Orgrimmar. Oh, you're gonna pop yours? Okay.
Yeah.
I found out the hard way. You cannot use the Fell Gateway if you are on the PvP difficulty. What is it? High risk. Can't use it on high risk.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's odd.
I went to go do the Harpies quest out in the Barrens, and I took out the last one. I was like, all right, I'll just use my gate. Summon the gate. Clicked on the gate, and it's like, okay, nothing's happening. I look down in the chat, and it says you cannot use this while in high risk. And I was like, ah, you turd. I guess they don't want you to just, like, see a group of people and be like, ah, and then just gate out. Alright, now I have Conscript of the Horde, which takes us over into the Barrens. And then, like I said, there's you can see it on the big map. There's like a fortress right before we get into the Barrens. It has 2 quests. One is just hunt down, like, boars and raptors and scorpids. You need 4 bloods of each. It's not 100% drop rate, unfortunately. And then there's also a group quest there. I figured we could try the group quest. If one of us dies, we can try our dual Stormbringer. But I don't think we'll die.
Rexxar.
Let's empty out my bag while we're here, though.
Be safe. What do you need?
What do you need?
Go for
Almost have enough to upgrade my mount. Swirly, swirly. It's almost in sync. You can still mount up to dispel it. But there's a guy right outside this gate right here. Just grab his quest. This thing will last for 2 minutes, so just FYI. It's a long levitate. But like I said, I don't know if you heard me, but there. Whoop. What?
I'm gonna follow you while I knock out this stuff and work real quick.
If it'll let you. It keeps telling me I'm in different zones. Yeah, I don't even see you, so it still shows that you're in town. There he is.
Follow.
I'm gonna head over to where there's these 2 new quests. One's a group quest, one's not. I'd like to try and attempt the group quest.
Okay.
Okay. And here we are at a new fortress. Do, 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 do. Why did it say there was a quest back there? Hold on. Oh, okay. Never mind. I know which quest this is. And grab her quest. And then right outside is the group quest. Hers is not a group quest. I am really hoping that we can do this group quest. It'll be a bummer if this is where we restart. Alright. Ready to grab his quest? Warborn Grounds Lofang. Yes. I hope it's just one dude that we have to fight, if I'm being honest. Alright. Pick him up whenever you want. I'm gonna Thor him. $1,000 damage. That was easy. What was I worried for? Oh. Oh, he's got another one. Let's do this. I won't be able to Thor him again, though.
I've still got like a 1-minute cooldown on my force choke.
That's fine. We'll be able to use it on the next fight. Alright, ready? I still do some decent AoE damage, or single target damage.
Blood and thunder.
Yep. I think this is the last one. My Thorum is ready to rock and roll. And I'm full on...
15 seconds on my...
I don't think
ability.
it's going to aggro on us. I think we can wait the 15 seconds. Just let me know right before you cast it so I can start casting Thorum first, because it takes bigger wind up.
I'm good.
Alright, here I go. Another 1,000.
What do you need?
Not bad item. Oh, and we leveled. Look at that. Pick up that so that I get more crit. More crit means more damage. Alright, and then we picked up her quest, so hers is literally just run outside here and start taking out boars, scorpions, and raptors.
But yeah, I can finish my work stuff.
Yeah, just put me on follow. It's auto loot. So, or make sure your loot pad is out. Because right now you have a book. There you go. You still on follow? Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. Okay, that's all the boars. Need 2 more scorpions and 3 more raptors. 1 and 3. Okay, done with the scorpions. Now we just need more raptors. Here, raptors. Homie didn't even know it was coming. Still need 2 more raptors. Ow. That was my finger. My knuckle's still sensitive. Oh. Wow, raptors are not being nice to us.
There's always one.
Well, I've got the scorpion and the modded boars. But technically I need raptor blood, tusks from the boars, and venom from the scorpions. But we've got the scorpions and the tusks. It's the rest of it that... But I don't know how far out we can roam to get the right raptors. Orbital cannon! Alright, just need the 1 more. Please be nice, Blood Talon Tail Lasher. And you are not. You're fired. I'm going to contact the devs and beg them to delete your code. They won't, because I never get them to respond to anything. But that's okay. Jeez. Orbital cannon. Still didn't get it. It doesn't like me, Devin.
Who knows? It could be me that it doesn't like because I'm
There
not
we
doing anything.
Finally, got all of it. So now we can go turn this quest in. Alrighty. Just gotta turn it in now.
Spirits be with you.
There we go. I've got it turned in. I'm standing next to the lady if you want to turn it in real fast. Stop your stupid crying. That's so annoying.
Gonna go.
Now I'm just running across the bridge. I'll just stay on foot so it takes a little bit of extra time, just so that it gives you a little bit extra time to finish your work stuff. And it took you off of follow because we just walked into the Barrens. Okay. You almost done, or do you need a little bit more time?
Just a couple more minutes. I've got one left to do.
Okay. In that case, don't pick up the crystal from him. I'm gonna go run and check on the bee turkey real quick, and use the restroom real fast, guys. And then I'll be back, and Devin should be done, and then we could go take out a demon, pick up a crystal, beat up a harpy, and then run into the Baron or into Crossroads and pick up all those quests and start getting that stuff done. So give me like 5-ish minutes to go check up on everything, and we'll be right back at it. Be right back. All right, we're back. Beef jerky's looking good. Looks like it's probably got like another 6 hours or so before it will be completely finished, but it is what it is. It's the nature of making beef jerky. All right, I'm back. You back, Dev?
Yes, sir.
All right. Grabbing the crystal, mounting up.
That's weird. It just tells me complete it.
Yeah, but you can't. Which means you already have a crystal in your bag, most likely.
Okay.
And then we can pick up the other power crystal on the way to the thing. Because thankfully, this crystal takes 30 minutes. I feel like it used to be a much shorter timer. Because I feel like this quest used to be like you had to pick it up and then book it. Or there was no way you were completing this quest. I mean, I could be wrong. It may have just felt more like go. But who knows? And the other crystal we need is on the other side of this big old tree right here. Oh, I didn't realize it was my bee. Run. Run, bird. Okay. Then we just got to get on top of Big Hill. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. I have essentially an hour and 10 minutes before I'll have to get off for the day. Well, I'll have to stop streaming because the kids will be home and I'll get interrupted quite a bit because their mom has a bunch of stuff to do today. So, hopefully we can get some of the Baron's quests done. I feel like we've actually gotten a lot accomplished today.
Quite a bit, yeah.
I think the Barrens is where it kind of slows down a little bit. Yeah, you got it. There you go. I was like, I looked behind me, didn't see you. Then I looked down at the ground, and I was like, oh, it'll be real tricky to get up here from there. And I
Yeah, I
don't
just
think...
got to go a little bit closer to the raptor.
Man, you know. If you're not living dangerously, are you really playing a hardcore game? They're like, look at my wings. Now they're tipped with, like, red because we're up here.
Yeah.
So dope. Careful. I don't know where the aggro range is for some of these people, but... I'm just gonna take a whole bunch of them out, though. There's also an elite in there. Too bad I just used my Thorum. Or there's a rare, not an elite.
It says elite. Level 15 demon elite.
Yeah, he's a rare. So on yours, because you're not using LVUI, right? It's going to have a silver emblem around his name or his picture or whatever. That just means he's a rare, not an actual elite. Elites are the gold ones that are a giant pain in the butt. All right, ready? My Thorm's up.
I'm ready.
All right, casting. 1100 damage. Okay, and then we get to click this. Cause an earthquake. You know what I haven't done? I know in Ascension, or in Bronzebeard, if you go up here, there's the Mystic Enchant that's up here.
Yeah.
Oh, there is. There is a World Forged item up here.
Nice.
I like how this dude's just chilling from Undercity up here, and he's completely surrounded by enemies. Vial of Dead Water. It is a trinket with 3 dispel power. Not bad. Not that either of us need it, but if you don't have heirloom gear, that's a pretty strong trinket to get pretty early on. Whee! Okay, now we gotta figure out the nice, calm, easy way to get down. And then go turn that in back at the entrance to the Barrens. Oh. I actually have a little... I realized that my stream timer and the actual time are 2 different times. So I have about an hour and 4 minutes before the kiddos will be home. And then I gotta go make sure that they don't destroy the house while their mom is gone. Or one of them be dumb enough to try and eat my beef jerky that's not ready. Because there's at least 2 that would attempt it. I'm fairly confident. One would do it because he'd be like, I'm hungry, I smell the food, so I'm just going to eat that instead of asking. The other one would be like, I smell it, but I know it's not mine, so I'm going to go ask everyone in the house what they think I should do. At least he asks. That's what cracks me up, is like, he'll ask permission to go do the dumbest of things. Like, if he's hungry and he wants to make a sandwich or something, he'll go ask people, be like, hey, is it okay if, like, I make me a sandwich? And everybody's like, no one cares, dude, go make a sandwich. You know what I mean? But then when it's, like, things that you really should be asking permission to go do, he won't ask. So it's like, I know he knows the difference. There's also a World Forged item over here, if I remember correctly, in this little hut area. But, like, he definitely knows, like, what questions require permission and which ones don't. But then sometimes, yeah, there it is. Sometimes it's just like, are you really that special, or do you play a special person on TV kind of thing? You know what I mean? It cracks me up. Alright, so we turn this in, and then we run up and we do the last piece.
Strength and honor.
Thank you. And then I tell my quest PF quest thing to get rid of the stupid quest marker because there's no more quest there.
Then we have to kill this harpy chick.
Yeah, gotta take out the stupid harpy.
And then I'm gonna have to jump off this.
Okay, well, I mean, then we can call it there then. I'm gonna run over to the Barrens just so that I can stay at the inn, and then we can pick it up from, I say the Barrens. I'm gonna run over to Crossroads after we finish this quest, because that will be our starting point next vid then. And then I'll go ahead and just call it a day, myself then. And then if I get time later tonight, I can stream some more, but we'll see. On COD, I gotta go level up that sniper.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's fun. I like it.
I unlocked it last night. Alright, you ready for the thing?
Yep.
Alright, I have my Thorum completed, so if you want to force choke this lady... She has plenty of health for us to try. Ah, I was hoping we could actually take her out. That sucks. Oh, did it not give it to us? Oh no, she's back. I think we took her out too fast. There it goes.
That's crazy.
Alright. I need to just turn in the one that is in Crossroads and I'll hit 17. That's hilarious. we did so much damage so fast the quest bugged out.
That's crazy.
That tells you right here, like, just how insane the amount of damage is that we can put up as these two. All we really need is a tank that can self-sustain, and we could 3-man dungeons, I'll bet you, with this group.
Easy.
Like, have someone else doing a cultist tank, because I know they have a crazy amount of self-sustain. Or if we get somebody that's a really good Templar... They can self-sustain. Maybe depending on the dungeon, the Blood Mage tank. We missed the cart. Apparently this road is so long it has 2 carts constantly running, because I can see the other one still in front of us.
Yeah, I see that.
Well, didn't that zebra runner look all fancy with his hoof up in the air like that? At least on my screen. He had his little hoof hanging up while he just sat there. My griffin is a bunny rabbit. We're about to run into a hill. I gotta turn. Dude, at this rate, I might level before we get there just by finding things. I literally need 229 XP. I think when we find the crossroads, I'll level.
I need 387 and I'll level.
Yeah. So I think it's the same for us. As soon as we find, quote unquote, the crossroads, I think we'll level before we even have to turn in anything. Yeah, on the queen lady, the second time we fought her, I did 1.1k damage at 77 damage per second. On the first attempt, let me go find the first attempt there. I did 1.2 at 205 damage per second. You did 940 at 156 damage per second. Yep, see, there's my level.
Oh, I'm 33 XP away.
That's rough. But you'll get it right here. All you gotta do is talk to Sergera Darkthorn for the Crossroads conscription quest.
Strength.
That was worth 1500 XP. Alright, and then we'll pick up all the quests next time. I'm gonna set this as my Hearthstone spot, though. Make this in my home. And pick up Forked Lightning again. Actually, no. I'm going to pick up Volt, and then next one I'm going to pick up Sparks so that my Arm of Thorum does 15% more critical damage. I think early on I'm going to go ahead and just start building Thorum before I worry about doing Forked Lightning, because we're not doing anything that requires me to do AoE at this point.
Right.
So let's change what I'm searching for Thorum. Yeah. I can pick up that skill there. Well, I mean, I'm going to have to grab up Forked Lightning anyway pretty early on. So I can get to the lower tier stuff, but I'll be able to pick up Sparks to increase the critical damage, and then I can come back up and get stuff like enemies affected by Volt now take 10% increase more damage. So I throw Volt on them, then throw Arm of Thorum on them, and they're going to take massive amounts of damage. I'm going to build this to where this thing just does a ton. That's awesome. Love it. All right, everybody. So we're going to call it here for the day. If we have time later tonight, we might do some more streaming for you guys. But it may be next week that we get to continue on these guys. I'll have to get with Devin and check his schedule and see when he might be available for us to do, a couple more hours worth of streaming. But we'll definitely continue on with these guys until they perish or hit level 60. So stay tuned for that. If you're interested in seeing more co-op or single-player hardcore here on Ascension, make sure you subscribe to the channel or follow me over on Twitch. By subscribing or following, it does two things for you guys. Number one, it lets me know that I'm doing a good job and that you guys like the content. Number two, it lets you guys know when I go live or here shortly when we start posting more build videos. But other than that, guys, I will catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe, have fun out there, and as always, stay legendary. Peace out.
Alrighty, sir.